All right, you guys, happy Saturday. So we're back today on the Brown Paper Bag Show. And let me just say this. I woke up this morning craving cake. Now, first thing in the morning, I was super amped. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to make a cake from scratch. I kept thinking about all these different recipes I've been wanting to try. But I got to tell you the truth. Lately, all I've been craving is just a simple vanilla cake, but not just any vanilla cake. I was craving Funfetti cake. Now, I have plenty of recipes that are from scratch for Funfetti cake, and I was fully ready to bake my own. I had all the ingredients. I had a list of things I had to get at the store after the gym. But then the late morning drag came, and I was like, oh, I really want a cake. I really want to bake a cake. But instead of doing it from scratch, I decided to take the easy route and go with my old reliable favorite, Pillsbury. But not just any Pillsbury cake. We're making the Funfetti Celebrations Cake today. I have never used this mix. All it is really is just the standard Funfetti cake mix, but it comes with a bunch of fun sprinkles that you can decorate with. I just opened the mix, and here's the sprinkle mix. I don't know what they look like yet, but it says here, stars, pearls, rainbow, and sequins. So that sounds perfect and right on my alley. But you cannot have a cake without frosting. The frosting I chose for today's cake, not just any frosting, I chose rainbow chip from good old Betty Crocker. If you've never had rainbow chip, you're missing out. This is like it's a vanilla frosting with chips in it. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe them. They're just vanilla flavored chips, but they're not crunchy. They're like soft and they almost melt in your mouth when you put it in with the cake. It's so good. I bought two because you can never have enough frosting just in case. I'm going to go ahead and start making my cake now. All it calls for is oil, eggs, and water. I will say there's two different versions you can make. You can do it with whole eggs or four egg whites. I decided to go with the 3 whole egg method because I want my cake to be dense. The egg whites are more for a light, fluffy texture. I'm not really feeling that today. I want the full, dense cake like it says and shows here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that together in my mixer. All you have to do is put it in a bowl and mix. No fancy methods. The Funfetti pieces are already in the cake mix itself, so you don't have to throw that in and make it yourself or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that up, and then we'll go ahead and see how it looks. But I'm very excited to make this today. I'm really wanting some cake, so I'm hoping this comes out bomb. I mean, you cannot go wrong with Funfetti, right? And especially Pillsbury Funfetti. So we'll go ahead and see how it comes out. Stay tuned. Okay, well, my batter came together beautifully. I mean, really, all you have to do is throw everything in a bowl and mix it. I have my 2 8-inch cake pans coated in Crisco. Crisco was my go-to. Everybody swears by butter, flour, non-stick spray, whatever you want to use. I use Crisco. It's never failed me, at least when it comes to these cake pans. So I used my food scale, my trusty food scale here, to make sure I had about the same batter in each pan because I'm very anal about that. I used all the batter, and so I'm waiting for the oven to preheat to 350, and then these will be going in for about 30 to 34 minutes is what it says. I always aim for the middle of that, so I'm probably going to do about 32 minutes to start and see if my toothpick comes out clean. And then we'll go from there, but I'm pretty pleased with this. It smells great. You can see the Funfetti mix in there. I can't wait to see how this comes out. All right, I have cut myself a slice. Look at that. Oh my God, it's so fluffy. Decent layer of frosting in the middle. That's my key. I try to put a decent layer of frosting in the center because I cannot stand a slice of cake that has barely any frosting in the center. I mean, like I said, that's why you buy 2 tubs of frosting. So with that being said, let's give this a try. I'm just going to take a bit off the top. Cheers. Oh my God. Look at that. See how fluffy it is? Doing the whole egg, whole 3 eggs, I think it was. For sure the right choice. And that rainbow chip frosting. If you never tried the Betty Crocker rainbow chip frosting, give it a go. It's predominantly vanilla, but you still get those rainbow chips just, you know, softened in the mouth. And with the crunchy, crispy sprinkles, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. Definitely worth all the work and the mess to get it frosted and sprinkled. But yeah, I mean, for a quick throw together cake and, you know, for the sake of satisfying my craving, this hits. So yeah, 10 out of 10. This is delish. Tune in next time. Share if you like this. If you give it a try, like I said, you can find this mix in Safeway, probably some other stores, in the regular cake aisle with all the others. And then, yeah, give that rainbow chip frosting a taste. If you haven't had it, you're missing out. Thanks again. See you next time.